So let's go ahead and use what we have just learned and create a dictionary of my dogs. So let me go ahead and get rid of this. I can leave the print dictionary, and I have this existing dog class here with the name and dog ID. And so let's go ahead and create a dictionary. And the key for this, I'm going to go ahead and use int, and the value is going to be the individual dog. So the int is going to be the dog ID, and then the dog is going to be the dog. My dogs equal to new dictionary there. And so let's go ahead and add dogs to the dictionary. Now I can do it like this. I can say my dogs dot add, and then I can give it an integer 42, and then I could say new dog 42 novo, for instance. I can totally do that. But let's go ahead and when we create a dog, since this value and that value are repeated, let's go ahead and write our own method which will take care of it automatically. So let's go ahead and do static bool add to dictionary, and then dictionary int dog, my dictionary, and then the dog that we want to pass in, new dog. All right, so now we can say if my dictionary dot contains key, I have a comma there. If it contains a key, let me go ahead and do this, determines whether the dictionary contains a specified key. So now we want to check to see if new dog dot dog ID, because that's going to be the integer. If it contains the key, then we can just go ahead and update that dog, or update that entry. My dictionary, square brackets, new dog dot dog ID is equal to new dog. So let's just say that the dog, I'm reusing IDs and we have a new dog. Otherwise, if my dictionary dot try add, so now we're going to try to add that dog, new dog dot value, or not value, dog ID, new dog. So we're going to see if we can add that dog there. So if the ID is unique, then it's going to successfully add it. Console.writeLine, successfully added dog. Otherwise, console.writeLine failed to add dog. And because this is a Boolean type, we're going to return false. And if we fall all the way out here, then obviously it added successfully. Return true. So this is a simple method that we're just going to check to see if it already exists. If so, update it. Otherwise, we're going to try to add it. If successful, it worked. Otherwise, it failed. So now instead of just doing a my dog add, go ahead and comment that out, I can go ahead and say add to dictionary, and I need to give it my dictionary, or my dogs, and then I need to give it a new dog. And I can say 42 novo. Let me go ahead and duplicate this a couple of times. 84 soda, and this will be Taiyu, and this will be a 24. So now if I go ahead and print it, print dictionary, int dog, my dogs, and it successfully added those 3 dogs, and I have that there. It's printing out the dog and the key, so we're actually getting the key, and then the value is going to be the string, that toString of the dog, so that's why we're getting this ID twice. And let's see, what happens if we try to add a new dog with the same ID? So this will be Nibbler, for instance. And so if I try to do this, well, it successfully added the dogs, and I don't actually have anything printed out when you update an existing dog, but in this case, notice that now 24 is Nibbler, whereas 24 was set as Taiyu originally. So it did successfully update that dog using a different dog ID. You could test out the failed dog, and really the failure would be if you're trying to add the same dog ID with a different dog, which is going to be slightly different than this, but this is kind of a wrapper for that triad, and we're also checking to see if that key exists in there.